Devin Brown apparently responded to the tweet/X post that he put out the other day that said, quote, "I think people are cowards. These people live in their mom's basement, saying something about me and they don't know shit," talking about transferring. And I think he was given the floor to respond to that, correct?
And what? I'm sorry.
And he also has responded to what that meant.
I mean, I thought it was obviously, a great quote. Unfortunately, when they have three tables, that was not the table I was at. I got to hear it after the fact. I did watch the video of it and everything else. I guess I did have a camera there, but I was at another table. I mean, there's certainly everybody has, I've read on social over under on quarterbacks to transfer coming out of the spring and everything else. And Devin Brown has certainly taken some slings and arrows from people who mocked the burn the ships and everything else. And now that Ohio State has gone out and got itself a pair of super talented freshmen and a veteran quarterback who has won a lot of games at Kansas State, and everybody's ready to kind of force him out. But I do take offense about talking about living in your mother's basement. Like some of our best technology has come around from people that live in their mother's basement. I do not live in my mother's basement, but I felt that it was something that he needed to say, he wanted to say, and he got the message out there. And I guarantee you, it made a lot of telecasts because we all want to sit there and handicap these quarterback races and everything else, and we all think we should be able to name a starter after practice one. Devin's like, don't forget about me. I'm still here. It was not a great situation in the Cotton Bowl when he gets injured. We don't really know what Ohio State has there, so we'll just kind of go on.
I say credit to him for having the character, I guess, to answer those comments. And people, who are anonymous on message boards and on Twitter, can say whatever they want without any kind of repercussions. I don't look at it that anybody, and perhaps I'm wrong, if anybody in the media has written him off. I think it's pretty obvious that Will Howard was their handpicked guy to come in and, with 90% probability be the starter. I think that is a pretty fair assessment of the situation. And the onus is now on Devin Brown to lift his level of play commensurate with a guy who, won a Big 12 championship 2 years ago. I mean, we haven't seen that level of play from Devin Brown. Of course, we haven't had the opportunity to see that level of play from Devin Brown. So we don't know what we don't know about him. I mean, just little drips and drabs here, kind of the novelty running quarterback on the goal line. I mean, what do we really know about him? We really don't know much. He made one big deep ball throw to the freshman last year. And I don't know. I mean, we really don't know. Consistency is the hallmark of, greatness. And he's never been on the field long enough to develop any kind of consistency. I mean, injured last spring, injured midseason, injured again midseason, injured in the bowl game, 4 injuries. And, got to be on the field to produce and earn a job. So that's going to be his thing, is to get through these 15 days, play his best football, and let the chips fall where they may. And that's kind of where it is for Lincoln Kienholz, who's in the same boat. And certainly Will Howard, I asked Chip Kelly how he thought Will Howard, as a veteran, was assimilating, and he thought he's been great, coming in and trying to be a leader. And, it's kind of hard to, when you're cast as, the savior at quarterback, to come in and be a follower and a leader all at the same time. Am I supposed to lead today, or am I, just falling in line as one of the new guys today? That's a tough line, in a locker room of alpha males. How do you walk that line? But, we saw Justin Fields did it 4 years ago, and now we're seeing apparently Will Howard is kind of bridging that gap as well. So to me, Devin Brown is in this competition, and again, they're going to play the guy who they think gives them the best chance to beat Michigan, Penn State, Oregon, that's who's going to play. And only the coaches know in their heart, in their minds. Chip Kelly said there will be no premature announcement that somebody is the starter. It'll be organic. It'll happen when it happens. And he said you can't cheat the process and you can't hoodwink the players. The players are at practice every day and they know who should be the starter. And if you put somebody else in that job, they're not going to get the following they need to be successful. So it creates a divisive environment. So to me, it's all going to work out in the end. And I keep every one of my segments on the show, and if it works out, they'll win the national championship. Same thing. If it works out, they're going to be right there in late January, wherever the hell the fifth playoff, wherever the hell the 11th playoff game will be played. So there you go.
And I wrote a column this morning about fans, media, people, let's not push quarterbacks into the portal and let's just let them process it their own way. And Devin Brown can talk about the people in their basements, but when he's being surrounded by reporters and they're asking, are you transferring? Are you sure you're not going to transfer? And Lincoln Kienholz asked to answer the same questions about, if you don't win this job, are you transferring? Like their thought is in winning the job. And I think there's no reason for us to put it out there to them like, hey, why haven't you transferred yet? Like Devin Brown, you lost a job to Kyle McCord and they brought in Will Howard. Why are you still here? Like, are you stupid? And the idea that guys can't just be given an opportunity and take that opportunity, make the most of that opportunity. And then if it doesn't work out for them, they decide they have to leave. Fine, fantastic. That's what it's there for. I'm over pushing guys into the portal, especially before spring has even started. Like a practice hasn't even started and the quarterbacks are being asked if they're transferring. And I think it's time to just let quarterbacks be a little bit. And yeah, we're all going to talk about it. The quarterbacks are completely different. And I wrote about that. Like, yes, quarterbacks are different, but also let's just let them try to win a job. And then when they don't win it, then we can talk about it because nothing has been started yet for this quarterback job. And so, Devin Brown says what he says. Some Buckeye fans love it. Some people are like, no, that Tate Martell said the same thing. And there's some truth to that. But, I'm willing to allow Devin Brown to make his own decision. I don't need to kick him in the ass on the way in.
Steve, whenever you need to check out, we appreciate you being here as always. So just do whatever
Yep,
you
got a
need to
family
do.
thing. My father-in-law, it's his birthday today, so we're going to Cap City and have lunch today. Going to have the meatloaf. There you go.
Enjoy your nap.
Best meatloaf in town with the mashed potatoes, the barbecue gravy,
lunch beers,
broccoli, and the onion straws on top. That's how you live right there. I won't even need to eat dinner after that.
Nice.
So,
right,
yeah, I will see you all next week. Great
sir.
talking. Yep.